Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to this week's cosmic guidance for April the 18th through until the 24th. We have lots of interesting cosmic shifts this week. The big one being the sun moving from Aries into Taurus, which definitely changes the vibrational tone in which we are co-creating. We are also coming out of a full moon in Libra, which was very supportive of integrating the lessons of the past few months and foreshadowing the energies we are stepping into as we move into eclipse season. So I'm going to give a daily breakdown today of how you can work with these energies in the highest timeline. If you are new to me and my channel, welcome. It is so good to have you here. My name is Kara Melendi. I'm an Akashic astrologer as well as a spiritual business mentor. So I work with cosmic intelligence, astrology, and the records to support you in stepping into the highest timeline for your life and for your business. If this resonates, be sure that you subscribe. I also have a free 3-day masterclass that's coming up this week on how to create a multiple six-figure business through the Akashic Records. So if that interests you, I will pop the link below. I would love to have you join me and the other incredible light workers who have said yes to this experience. So let's dive right in here doing a daily breakdown, beginning with Monday, April the 18th. So we begin the week with the moon in the sign of Scorpio, which always adds a sense of intensity and passion because it does invite us to explore our emotions, to not shy away from feeling the depth and range of emotion that is a part of our human experience. But I'm also feeling the energies today really aren't too heavy though. It's like we're able to move through our emotions. We're able to really embody that energy of the phoenix that knows we can sort through challenging times and we can also rise up into something greater as well. And a beautiful aspect that's occurring on Monday is Venus, the goddess of love and beauty, is forming a sextile with Uranus, the awakener. And I see this as awakening to new levels of joy, pleasure, and abundance in our life. And this aspect can also bring a desire to change, to grow, to evolve. But how I see this is this new belief that's really being imprinted on the planet right now is that we can grow through good times. It doesn't always need to be challenges and difficulties. We should always be growing through those experiences, and we can also choose joy. We can also choose to grow and evolve through that avenue. So there is this desire today to, beginning on Monday the 18th, to really notice the beauty that surrounds you. And this isn't about like making huge changes. Like this aspect here with Venus in Pisces, Uranus in Taurus, this is more about noticing some of those things you may have overlooked in your daily life that just feel mundane. And instead today you stop and pause and choose to get more joy out of that experience. And you know what's coming through now, and probably because this is something I love to do as well, I love to spend time in nature. I love to be out in nature. And we can, go for nature walks and sometimes be so in our head or listening to music and podcasts. And this energy, especially as we prepare to move into Taurus season, is about being very embodied and grounded in the moment. It's like, take a deep breath and be present. Find the beauty of this moment. When we experience anxiety, it's often because we're projecting into the future. We're assuming worst case scenarios. We're not even there yet, so we can't do anything about it. And we feel this panic, or that feeling of depression can come from ruminating on things in the past that feel really heavy or sad. And when we allow ourselves to be grounded and embodied in the moment, we can see and experience all of the beauty and joy that the universe is flowing to us. And then we can practice opening up and receiving, which this aspect invites us to do as well. It's like open up and receive the joy you desire, the beauty you desire, the connections you desire. They are all there. The question is, will you allow it in? Another big aspect we have on Monday is the sun squaring Pluto. So this can kind of bring in ego. It's like, where do we feel the need that we have to prove to someone else that we are valued, especially with the sun here on Monday at the very last degrees of Aries, getting ready to move into Taurus. There can be the sign of, I need to prove my worth. I need to prove my value. I need to prove and show off all that I've accomplished. And we want to celebrate who we are, but remember, you're innately worthy and you don't have to prove. Like, this energy can kind of be a clashing of ego. So just try to avoid and stay away from that. Don't use your energy trying to convince someone else that you are worthy and you are enough. Stay grounded and embodied in your truth, and stay away from that ego clashing or that ego need to prove your value. And if you do that, I think the energies on Monday are a really beautiful way to begin this week and set this energetic tone for joy and abundance flowing into your life. Now, on Tuesday, we do have the sun moving into the sign of Taurus. So again, this is the main shift this week because it does change the vibrational set point. So Aries marks the beginning of the new astrological year, and it's a very fiery energy where we feel motivated, we initiate new projects. And now that the sun has moved into Taurus, this is about sustainability. Taurus is a fixed energy. This is about looking at what you have in motion and sustaining it, holding it. And this is huge. I often talk to my clients about this in terms of holding your vision, holding what you desire. We take ourselves out energetically before what we desire has a chance to gain momentum. And we take ourselves out by doubts, by fears, by questioning whether it's possible, whether this can really happen. And Taurus season and the archetypal energy of Taurus reminds us the power of holding the vision, holding what we desire, and embodiment. Embodiment's huge when we talk about this archetypal energy, and that is a message I keep hearing from the records as well. Embody that next level you. What do you desire? Embody that today. Don't wait for it to happen. Choose to be embodied in what it is you desire to create. Now, this energy is very significant because the eclipses are also going to be happening in Taurus because we currently have the North Node there. So the Taurus-Scorpio axis is really important during this time. So if you know more about your astrology or your birth chart, you may also want to look at where Taurus falls, what house it falls in, so you can see where some of these changes are awakening and unfolding in your life. Now, on Tuesday as well, we have the moon moving into Sagittarius, and this really just fits the theme of joy and expansion and freedom and opening and inviting more of that in. And there's this interesting energy with Taurus where it is about enjoying the luxuries of the world, enjoying and appreciating beautiful things, getting out in nature, connecting to Mother Earth. If you like to garden, this is the season to garden. Like, just do what you love, connect with nature, go barefoot in the grass, all of that. And then Taurus also has this element of hard work in the sense that it's like, let me do what needs to be done. Let me move forward, but there's no rush in this energy. Again, think about sustainability, actions that last. It's like planning what you're doing today and how that's going to play out a year from now. Having that long-term vision is really important as well. We don't just want results that are going to have a turnaround in this moment. We want something that we can build on. So Taurus is about kind of that slow and steady energy, but yet it's moving forward, right? It is persistent as well. So on Wednesday, we still have the moon in Sagittarius. I feel like Wednesday marks an energetic shift in the week as well, where we do begin to feel more of those qualities about embodiment, moving forward deliberately, intentionally. So moon is going to sextile Saturn on Wednesday, and this can really bring in the element of discipline and structure and how that actually plays together with freedom and joy. They're not opposing, especially with this sextile. It's like they actually are meant to blend together. So what I mean by this is being disciplined in certain things that you know are actually going to create more joy long term, right? an example that's just dropping in, and it does make sense because Taurus is very much related to the body and how we're nourishing our body as well. It could be like for breakfast in the moment, you may say, oh, I want a donut, and it would taste really good, but how's that going to feel an hour, 2 hours from now, right? As opposed to maybe nourishing yourself with food that's going to be more sustainable. And it is really those little shifts we make in our life, or it can be feeling like you have to rush into your morning when really what would serve you throughout the rest of the day is taking time for a 15-minute meditation. And in that moment, it feels like you don't have the time, you don't want to do it. But really taking that time is going to help you long term. This is such a big message I'm feeling just streaming in from the records. Like, look at the long-term consequences, basically, of what you are doing. Look beyond the moment at what you are creating and what's going to serve you, not just now, but later as well. Now, on Thursday, we have an interesting aspect here between Mercury and Saturn. Mercury is going to square Saturn. This is your long-term vision. Again, there's a clear theme here. This is looking at your long-term plan for what you want to create, what you want to see happen. This can also be about, the word strict is kind of flowing in, but I don't want to. What I mean is be intentional about where your thoughts are, how you are communicating. Really key here with this element of Saturn continuing to come in midweek. Yeah. Look at the long-term plan. Be aware of the thoughts you are entertaining. I often use this analogy that I picked up from grad school years ago of, thoughts are optional. So we can see them kind of like traveling along on a conveyor belt, and we don't have to take on all of them. We can choose what thoughts we want to take on and what thoughts we want to leave there. And this energy is about noticing how powerful that is. The thoughts you entertain determine the energy you are playing in, the actions that you would take. So key. So we're going to be really aware of that midweek. And then to boot, the moon moves into Capricorn on Thursday, which is also very focused on where you are going. It's kind of that long-term plan and being able to and willing to put in the work to get there and to move forward. Now, on Friday, the moon is in Capricorn as well, and it's going to move through Pluto, conjuncting Pluto as it continues along its path. And this can really be witnessing a transformation in your business. I know a lot of you who follow me have your own business offering healing work, offering energy work. If that is not you, this can be a change in your career as well. This doesn't necessarily have to be in your business. This can be in your career and working life where you're really recognizing how far you've come on your journey. You can also see the work you've put in paying off. And by the work, a lot of this is your mindset, is the energy, not just the action you have taken. If we rely on action alone, we really feel capped, and it can really start to feel hard, and we can really begin to feel overwhelmed because we think if we don't have all the answers or solutions that it's not going to happen, or we think we're capped by the amount of time in the day. And when we start to instead leverage energy, leverage frequency, work with a higher power, suddenly our vision expands. We see new possibilities. We open up new doorways and avenues. So that's the energy on Friday. It's like acknowledging the work. But that's why I had to, give the nuances to what I mean by work. It's not just what we think. It's not just the action. Yes, the action, but how you've held your energy, how you've held your vision, how you've noticed when you were telling stories that didn't serve you and you said, no, I'm going to tell a new story here. I'm going to entertain a new thought, a new belief. Like, that's the vibe. Saturday and Sunday, the moon moves into Aquarius. The theme that's flowing in from the records around this is this idea of fitting in versus belonging. The Aquarius archetype wants to be unique. It wants to be original, and it is. It's very progressive energy. And it also has this deep feeling of loneliness, of other people not being on board, other people not understanding. And there's this pull of, not necessarily wanting to fit in, but also feeling lonely. And sometimes we can really embody that energy as starseeds and light workers when we are pioneering a new path path. We have a vision for what we know this planet can be, and it can feel lonely at times when other people aren't on board with that. So you don't necessarily want to fit in, right? You came to create change in the world. It's not about fitting in, but you do belong. And belonging is so key. We have to feel and know we belong. And you do. You have a unique energetic signature and blueprint that's changing the planet by you simply being here. Trust me, you belong. You are valuable. You are worthy. You are here on purpose. So really remember that as you move through the weekend. Mercury is also going to conjunct the North Node in the weekend, on the weekend as well. And this is about staying focused on your path, focused on where you are going instead of where you have been. Stay focused on moving forward. You know, it's like that old saying of, you know, if you want to predict somebody's future, present, look at their past. Because patterns do tend to repeat. Patterns will repeat until we break the pattern and choose something new. And this is, as conscious creators, we are consistently breaking patterns that don't serve us and choosing to operate in a new energy. So you have to, you know, don't keep offering a vibration that matches where you are. You have to be willing to be that visionary, which the Aquarius moon will support you with this weekend as well. See beyond what is to what is possible. Stay aligned there. Have your energy be a match to where you are going, not to where you currently are. And that's when timelines collapse. That's when change happens. We are not meant to stay stuck in karmic cycles. We are not meant to continue to repeat the past and patterns that don't serve us. We are meant to evolve and grow and expand. And I invite you to lean into that this weekend and feel the power of that. All right, those are the weekly energies. Comment below what resonated with you, how you are experiencing these current cosmic energies. I invite you to join me for my free 3-day masterclass experience this week on how to create multiple six figures through the Akashic Records. I would love to have you join me. I'll attach the link below if that is speaking to you. Sending so much love and light your way. Have an incredible week, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.